In this week's video, we will discuss the world-class talent that is Kylian Mbappe, and whether his rumoured move to the European giants, Real Madrid, is the right step in his already glittering career. Kylian Mbappe is easily the best footballer in the world right now. At the age of 25, he is in such a great position career-wise that he only seems destined to win the big Ballon d'Or and Champions League eventually. He is rumoured to be on his way to Real Madrid and likely will go there when his contract expires. But is this the right move for both parties? Will both Mbappe and Real Madrid benefit, or are they gearing up for another big money flop like Eden Hazard? There are many positives to this move. Mbappe will be a great addition to Real Madrid, who are in the process of building a Galacticos team. They already have Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, Eduardo Camavinga, and Tchouaméni. Mbappe's arrival gives an extra depth to them. And with Endrick soon to arrive at the Bernabeu this summer, it can only mean that Real Madrid are building an unstoppable team in the works. Not to mention, as an added point, that Real Madrid is a club that he has always wanted to play for and has made it clear. They're also one of the only teams that can actually afford the enormous wages he's demanding without going bankrupt or having issues with FFP. Real Madrid is also a team that's guaranteed to finish in the Champions League positions this season, in every season moving forward, so it means that no matter how, he's going to add to his impressive UEFA Champions League tally for the duration of his contract. Last but certainly not least is that the Real Madrid fanbase loves him very much and are likely to back him if he doesn't deliver soon, as they've been craving him for a long time. However, as we go a bit deeper into this potential move, it is possible to find a number of negatives. To start with, where does he play? Playing out of position can be an easy way to derail a player's talent, especially if they're in a new league. We saw it in the Premier League when Timo Werner, a centre-forward, came to Chelsea and became a left winger. This did not work out and can be an issue for Mbappe as he figures out his position. First of all, Mbappe detests playing centre-forward. Cavani used to fill that position for PSG, and when he was forced to do so after Messi arrived, it was ineffective. He is lucky to have Kolo Muani now. It's either Giroud or Benzema in the French national team. It was Radamel Falcao in Monaco. No matter the team, Mbappe is a die-hard fan of the wings. Kylian has made it clear to everyone on a few occasions that he wants to kill it on the wing. He would probably have to play down the middle if he moved to Madrid, since Joselu, their aging centre-forward, is their only other viable option. Madrid possesses wingers, Rodrigo and Vini, who are still quite young. They lack a quality striker, and although Endrick, their recent high-profile acquisition, is still only a youngster, he can play down the wing. Mbappe may have to play in the centre if they sign him and give him the biggest salary on the team. It is unlikely that the team will go out and sign another talented striker. Not that Real Madrid isn't considering purchasing a new striker, but it's unlikely given Vini and Rodrigo's status as starters. They are too important. It is true that Vini can only play one position, unlike Mbappe, and that he is not a player who should be benched. So the Brazilian would likely retain the left wing, while Mbappe would have to play as a striker, or in the best case scenario, Mbappe might have to play in a 4-4-2 setup with just him and Vini up top, like he did at Monaco with Falcao, but that's still not his most preferred position. So would you want to move to a big team in your prime and play out of position the whole time? Doesn't sound like a good deal, to be honest. Mbappe should also have a good sense of who he is at this point, so he should pick a team that best fits his style. Real Madrid is not that club. Mbappe is egotistical and won't give in to anyone. That mindset might be effective at PSG, a team that is desperate to hang on to him and will stop at nothing to win his approval, but not at Real Madrid, a team that isn't scared to dismiss luminaries like Ronaldo and Casillas with ease. This approach is often wonderful for an athlete, but it's not the ideal personality at Madrid, since, as history has shown, the club president will probably have disagreements with players who have this mentality. We witnessed the events involving Florentino Perez and Cristiano Ronaldo, which caused the Portuguese player to depart the team in 2018. We also witnessed the events involving Perez and Zidane, which resulted in the coach's departure in 2021. Given Mbappe's mentality, a confrontation between Perez and him seems certain. Furthermore, the partnership is not exactly off to the best start, given that the Frenchman is said to have repeatedly broken his agreement with Madrid. It might not go well in the end. Furthermore, there isn't much respect for anyone among the fans. They jeered Zidane, Ronaldo, Benzema and Bale. If something went wrong, they would undoubtedly boo Mbappe as well, and we doubt that the World Cup winner would take too much pleasure in that. something that the 25-year-old has become accustomed to. He should consider joining Barcelona, Manchester United, Arsenal, or possibly Liverpool if he wants to be the lone superstar in a major league team right now. Definitely not Real Madrid. There is already enough star power on the team with Vini, Modric, Kroos and Bellingham. You know what that means? There are enough people for Mbappe to maybe get into a fight with when Vini refuses to deliver the ball to him, or when Bellingham gets up to take a penalty. It simply seems like a prescription for catastrophe somehow, especially given the nature of Real Madrid and the possibility that, after signing Mbappe, they could go on to acquire another superstar. Although he is the best player in the world, Real Madrid might come to regret the decision if it goes through. Great team spirit is one thing Los Blancos now have going for them, but Mbappe is one player who may wreck that. It's impossible to predict how he will interact with Carlo Ancelotti. Don Carlo has undoubtedly worked with hotheads, but not to the same extent as Mbappe. The league is another reason why this might not be a wise decision. Simply put, La Liga has changed over the years. Messi and Ronaldo were tearing things apart when El Clásico was still El Clásico, and Pep and Mourinho were fighting on the touchline. The Spanish Premier Division is now but a ghost of its former glory. Mbappe would be better off going to the Premier League right now. He receives more worldwide viewership and endorsement chances there. Fewer people watch La Liga, and his Champions League work will be the only thing they are aware of. Mbappe undoubtedly wants to make full use of everything to the fullest as the biggest star of this generation. Erling Haaland chose Manchester City above Bayern, Real Madrid and Barcelona because he knew this. He took that action because of the league in addition to the club, and, well, we're all in agreement that he made the right decision, just over a year after his transfer. Mbappe's choice to join Real Madrid might not be the ideal one. A rivalry between him and the Norwegian makes it more intriguing. It is clear that the rivalry between Mbappe and Haaland is one of the next generation, and past events have demonstrated that fostering such a rivalry is advantageous to both parties. Ronaldo's 2009 move to Real Madrid has brought him immeasurable advantages for both him and Lionel Messi, since they would play each other in person and compete for medals and individual prizes at least twice a season. Their rivalry intensified. While the league did benefit much from increased viewing, we believe that the players benefited more, with far better football players. This explains how these players managed to dominate the Champions League despite scoring 50 goals in the league. They might not have achieved those amazing heights if they hadn't been in the same league and offered challenges to one another. Before departing PSG, Mbappe should keep this in the back of his mind. Enter the Premier League and intensify your competition with Haaland. This will undoubtedly be more beneficial to your career and skills than travelling to Madrid to face a fading Barcelona. You can arguably say that Endrick, the incoming signing from Brazil, has a set rival at Barcelona in Lamine Yamal, but Mbappe lacks that. Madrid should be concentrating on acquiring a quality striker at this time, and they will be okay. Without Mbappe, they accomplished the European double in 2022. Given Bellingham's quick start, they can certainly repeat that feat without him. Of all the teams, Real Madrid ought to understand that playing football is about more than just acquiring the greatest players available. Do you recall the day they fielded Michael Owen, David Beckham, and Ronaldo Nazario, but lost the Champions League? We worry that Mbappe's signing might have the same outcome. He is not a player around whom a team can be constructed, which may be the reason this new Galacticos endeavour fails. And Mbappe could be the biggest cause. Real hasn't needed a sole star, even with Ronaldo there. It was always a team effort, but Mbappe carried France to a World Cup final. This paradox could be what ruins it. So what do you think about Mbappe to Madrid? Make it known in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Also ring the bell so you don't miss any content from us.